Welcome to This Week in Business. Very excited to have Louise back with us this week. Welcome back, Louise.
Thank you. It feels like forever since I've been here.
I think you've made a special appearance this week because we're back into the most exciting week of the year for small businesses. It is Small Business Week, and this Saturday we're celebrating the Gala Awards for celebrating excellence in small business in the Southwest on Small Business Saturday.
How perfect is that? Guys, that wasn't an accident either. We just love small business and celebrating small business in our region.
Now, I'm going to be a little bit contentious here. I'm sick of people telling me to support small businesses by buying locally. I think we can do better than that, and there's more that we need to do to support our small business community. We've got a couple of tips here, and going through from, let's start with probably the easiest one for us to do, which is when you have a great experience at a local business, you really need to tell people about it, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Today I had a friend who I used her services. She's a small business as well. And, I thought, geez, I haven't left her a review. I better go and do that. And, I don't need to be prompted to do that. And I know some businesses do prompt you to do it. So make the time to do it. It's quick. It's easy. It literally took me about 2 seconds to say how wonderful the service was that I got from her business.
We don't always have great experiences though, let's face it. Sometimes we go into a local business and maybe things aren't up to scratch. A more valuable way you can support a local business is by telling them. And I think too often we'll walk out of a place and think, gee, that wasn't good enough, I won't be back again. Or worse still, leave a review or tell someone else about it, when the best way we could support that local business would be by getting on the phone to them or sending them an email saying, hey guys, look, I've just had this experience. It wasn't up to scratch. I wanted to share it with you as the owner of the business, but let's find out. A lot of the times as an owner of a business, you don't know that these things are happening and we all get blind to it. So it's definitely worth telling them about that feedback. I think that's perhaps even more valuable than a positive review, letting them know there's an opportunity to improve.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this one. We all go to restaurants and we all eat food, and if the food's not amazing or it's really bad, we have no hesitation in saying, "Oh, that wasn't good." And sometimes you'll even say to the waitress, "Oh, look, this is terrible. Take it back." Just don't hesitate in dropping an email, making a phone call, or even if you're in the venue and you see someone that looks like a manager, having a quick word saying, "Oh, look, that service was terrible," or "that was terrible."
Mm. Another one which I think is really important, a lot of people work within small business, but even people who work within larger organisations, within public bodies, etc. A really important way you can support. What, we've lost you.
Yeah,
You
sorry,
can.
my little headphone fell out. Then you guys, sorry, I'm just learning how to use them. Sorry.
A big way they can support local businesses is actually by engaging with them. So if you're working in a bigger organisation, go and have a look at the question, is there a small business that can actually deliver as part of this service? Or if they can't deliver it all, can the people we're engaging bring a small business into this equation? That diversity of supplier in your business brings in a degree of resilience and confidence there in the local capability, so that perhaps in the future, you can have it. Have a local capacity there to do it. So I think that's another way that bigger organisations can certainly support small businesses, is by really trying to find the way of engaging smaller operators in the equation.
Look, and we see that builders do this very well. Building companies do this very well. They are using contractors instead of employees all the time. They have contract bricklayers, tilers, plumbers, really specialist people that can do things, and they may be one-man bands, and they are really supporting the local economy by getting behind that. So if your business is using contractors, have a look at how you can use someone local.
Another one for that that's the step one. The second part of the equation that really matters, if you are working with a small business as a customer or as a supplier, within your chain, please pay their bills on time. And if you can, even pay it early. Those small businesses, cash flow is absolutely paramount. They're not sitting there like a Rio Tinto or a BHP who can be comfortable waiting out 90 days from the end of the month. if you can supply their bills on time, that's a great way of supporting a local business.
Yeah, 100%.
Another one for us here on a practical level, buy a gift voucher. It's again another real big cash flow bonus for a small business. The opportunity for them to have some money sitting in the bank that they can they can utilise to deliver their services, reinvest in their business, and you've got a voucher there that you can access or pass on or gift or whatever you may want to do with it.
Yeah, I love the gift voucher thing, and it can be really easy. And as many people know, I've recently had a baby, which is why I'm not around at the moment. But I actually received some wonderful gift vouchers from some of my incredible small business friends, and it wasn't for their own businesses; it was for other businesses. One of my beautiful friends bought me a gift voucher for Vanessa, which Vanessa is walking distance to my house. She knows that I'm going out walking, and off I went and got myself a coffee card, and now I go there most days for coffee to, just brighten up my morning and get out of the house, which, think about those sorts of things that could just really help a small business by getting that cash flow going.
The last one I've got here is quite a personal one, and it's something which I think we all have people in our networks who run small businesses, and often we ask them, how's business or how are you going, without really looking for a response. And the Are You OK initiative, which runs throughout the year, but genuinely asking with an empathetic heart, how is business going? How are you going? And recognising those two things can be quite different. Checking in with your friends is really, really important because it can be tough. Sometimes in small businesses there isn't a lot of people to go to. There isn't the resourcing of a large organisation to sit behind you, and it can be quite lonely. So just checking in with people, I think, is a really worthwhile thing you can do.
Yeah, and genuinely listen to what they've got to say, and don't necessarily offer advice, because that can sometimes feel like you're diminishing what they're saying if they are giving you some real feedback there. But listen and hear them and just support them.
So it is Small Business Week, and coming up to Small Business Saturday, we're absolutely behind it. Take some of these tips, just take one of them perhaps, and see what you can do yourself over the next month to support a local business or a small business as well. And we will see you all next week.
That we will. Bye, guys.